Hey guys, I wanted to share an experience with you guys today. I don't know if anybody's going to be up, but if anybody is up and hears me and sees me, say hello. But I'm in El Paso, Texas right now, and I'm right by the border. I just came back from Ciudad Juarez, Mexico, and had a pretty terrifying experience that I wanted to share with you guys. Hopefully, maybe someone in here will say hello if you guys can hear me and see me. At least please say hello. Let me know if I'm coming through clear, if you can hear me and see me. I'd appreciate it on the side chat. I'm sure you guys can. I got a good signal here. But anyways, I wanted to tell you guys about my experience today. This is the, I believe this is um, the third time, I believe, that I've crossed the border. But anyways, I got to the border pretty late. I went in about, gee whiz, I think it was about 8 o'clock at night, 8 or 9 o'clock at night by the time I got to the border. And I regret more and more going late than going early, because I really haven't got a chance to see what like the environment is like early. But I wanted to go to the seafood place that I like, and they were already closed at about 8 or 9 o'clock. So I ended up going to a diner called La Central, and I had an omelet, a veggie omelet there, and I had some pork chops and some refried beans and some potatoes, and I had some pancakes. I was kind of hungry, so I hadn't eaten lunch, breakfast, or dinner, and then I had some lemonade. Wasn't that sweet, and I had some coffee. I was starving, and the food was good as usual, and it was a good value overall. It was a nice, clean place. Anyways, after I had left there, I went walking around the streets a little bit, and anyways, I had decided to go to a bar and have a drink. I had a couple drinks, couple beers, and the bars closed at about 2 a.m. And I've noticed every time the cops are making their rounds in Ciudad Juarez, I just get a bad, sometimes I get a bad negative energy from those cops. I don't know why. Not that they're bad people, but I just get a negative vibe from them, from the police. I don't know why. But anyways, I noticed that when the clubs and bars close, they make their rounds, and they put their lights on, and their spotlights on, and they're spotlighting people on the street or whatever their deal is. I don't understand what they're doing. And I always have a suspicion that they might stop me, you know. And they did today, finally. It's my first time that I've ever had an encounter with law enforcement, being questioned by law enforcement in Mexico. I've been to Los Algodones, Mexicali, Tijuana, and San Luis. And I've been to Ciudad Juarez. This is my third or fourth time. Never had a encounter. Well, today I did. And I was a little bit scared. I got out of the bar. And right when I got out of the bar, they were making their patrol, and they put their spotlight on my face. And they told me to hold on. They want to search me. And I thought they were going to take my money out of my wallet. I didn't have that many pesos left. I probably had 15 or 20 bucks left in pesos. And I'm like, oh my God, what's going to happen now? Are they going to take me to jail? Or are they going to ask me for money? Or are they going to rob me? Or what are they going to do? What else is going to happen here? Knowing that I'm American, they're going to think I have money or something, or I don't know what they're going to do, you know? I was was pretty scared, you know. I'm thinking are they gonna ask me to take a lot of money out of the ATM, or what are they gonna do, you know? And they told me to put my hands on the back of their pickup truck. They took everything out of my pockets, and I showed them my passport. They asked for my ID. I showed them my ID, and I just told them that I'm a security officer from America. I just came here to have some food and have a drink. That's all. They said, "Do you have any drugs?" I said, "No." I said, I don't have any drugs. I don't have anything. I don't have any drugs." I thought they were going to take the money out of my wallet, and they didn't take any money out of my wallet. I had $16 in pesos left. They didn't take any money out of my wallet, thank God. They could have took the money out of my wallet, and I thought they might have stole my passport, but they left it on the bed of the truck on top of the tailgate. That's what I was worried about, because that's cost me over almost $250 to get that thing. And thank God they didn't take that. I don't know why they would want to take it, but I thought they might have took it. So after being questioned if I had any drugs or what am I doing here, I just had a beer. It was just a very short interaction, probably 2 or 3 minutes. And then they told me that I could leave. Ah, man. After this experience, I have a different, the people of Mexico are really nice. And not all the cops are bad. I'm just saying, these cops weren't bad. They were just doing a routine patrol. Thank God they didn't take my money. Thank God they didn't take my passport or my driver's license. Thank God they didn't take me to jail, or thank God they didn't ask me for more money. I got lucky. I cooperated with them. I was nice with them. And they showed me that courtesy back. They had no suspicion or reason to stop me or search me. I wasn't doing anything wrong. I just got out of a bar. Just having a drink, and I'm just walking out of the bar, you know. I'm not saying all Mexican police are bad. I don't think these cops are bad. But there was no rhyme or reason to search me and stop me. I wasn't doing anything wrong. So I just, after this experience, I have a different opinion on, obviously, some of the Mexican police in Ciudad Juarez. Not that they did anything bad to me, but there was no rhyme or reason for them to stop me and search me and ask me what I'm doing. Wasn't doing anything wrong. So I noticed that this is what they do. They make the rounds with their lights when these clubs close, and it's your luck of the draw of what's going to happen. And I told my story to about 2 or 3 border patrol agents on the United States side, and they said, yeah, they've heard of Americans having their passports taken and their money taken or being taken to jail or whatever. And a lot of people in El Paso, especially the law enforcement actually, and border patrol, a lot of them tell me they don't go to Mexico. And they haven't been there in years, and they don't go. And I guess this is part of the reason, because of the corruption. So I just want to say, I thank God that I'm an American. I thank God. There are some bad things that have happened to me in America here too. I mean, I've gotten searched and arrested, detained. I've had my vehicle impounded by law enforcement here. But I brought that upon myself by not showing my ID. I just want to say, after this experience, this is my first time that I ever had an experience, an encounter with Mexican police. It wasn't bad, but at the same time, it wasn't warranted. There was no reason for them to question me or search me. I wasn't doing anything wrong. Thank God nothing bad happened. I thank God for that. But I just want to say, after this experience, that I have a different opinion overall on Mexican police. The Mexican people are very nice, but some of the Mexican police are going above and beyond their boundaries of just doing a random check and checking people getting out of a bar, which is not necessary. And I don't think that would ever happen in the United States of America. I've never had anything like that happen to me. So I just want to say, after this experience, I don't hate Mexican police. I ain't got nothing against them. Um, they're doing their rounds and stuff, but in my opinion, they shouldn't just randomly stop people and check people for absolutely no reason. If somebody's doing something wrong, that's one thing, but I'm glad that they're vigilant and keeping the community safe. That's a good thing. But I wasn't a threat and I wasn't hurting anybody, and I don't think it was warranted to stop me and search me and question me. This is my opinion. Thank God that they were nice to me. Thank God they didn't beat me up or take up my money or take me to jail or whatever. I really thank God for that. And there was 2 or 3 law enforcement officers, and they were nice to me. I didn't mind having them search me, and I didn't mind answering their questions. I didn't mind showing my identification. I really didn't mind that, But for the most part, that doesn't happen in the United States of America. Cops might question you or ask you what you're doing if there's reasonable suspicion, but not just on a random basis for the most part. So, bad things happen here too. There's bad cops here too. Like I said, I don't think these cops are bad. They're just vigilant and doing their job, but they're going above and beyond their boundaries and just checking a person that's absolutely no threat or harm to anybody, like myself. But anyways, I just want to say, after this experience, that I thank God that I'm an American. I thank God that I'm born here. I thank God that I can make a decent living here. Even though the cost of living is high here, we make more money here, and we have a higher standard of living here, I guess, overall, in a lot of ways. And all I'm saying is, in a nutshell, I don't think that our police are corrupt to that level as Mexico. When I mean by corrupt, I just say that it's an unnecessary to question and detain and search people that aren't doing anything wrong, In general, I don't think that happens just in the United States of America. That's why I want to say I thank God that I'm an American, that I was born here. I thank God that I'm back home here safe in Lisa Marie. And I thank God for that. And you don't appreciate America until something like this happens to you. And appreciate the freedoms that we have and the safety that we have and the high standards of livings that we have. And overall, just our culture of freedom and happiness, and not tyranny. In a way, Mexico has more freedoms than we do in some ways, and in other ways we have more freedoms. In other ways, there's legal girls over there and all that, but at the same time, you can get shaken down by a cop anytime. Or there's a lot of wild dogs out there, but at the same time, they have more freedom in some ways, and we have more freedom when it just comes to laws and common sense and Second Amendment rights and stuff of that nature. We are the beacon of glory and hope of freedom. And I just want to say, after this experience, I thank God that I'm back home here in Lisa Marie. I thank God that nothing bad happened to me. I thank God that I wasn't taken to jail, or I thank God that my driver's license and passport weren't taken, just checked. And I thank God the little money that I had left over, that wasn't taken. I thank God for that, and I'm fortunate, and the U.S. Border Patrol said I was fortunate, and I was. I just want to say, after this experience, when something like this happens to you, it wakes you up. And like I said, you start to realize how good we have it here. We have a lot of great law enforcement people here. We have a lot of great laws that protect citizens, Second Amendment rights, freedom, happiness. And we all have the opportunity to be who we want to be here, work as hard as we want to work, and make something out of our lives. I'm not chalking I'm not chalking this up and saying I'll never go back to Mexico, but I'll be very vigilant on what's going on, because it just seems like when you go out at night, when you go out late at night, I guess more of these things happen. And it's unfortunate, you know. But it is what it is, and that's the case. And I don't know what else to say, but I'm going to be a lot more vigilant right now after this experience on what I will and will not do in Mexico. This can happen at any time, at any given place, in any circumstance. And I thank God that the outcome was positive and not negative. But like I said, this is a wake-up call for me, and realizing that the grass is not necessarily greener on the other side. There's some great things about Mexico, and there's some bad things, and there's some great things about America and some bad things. But overall, we are the beacon of freedom, of happiness, and of safety, and of high standard of living. And I thank God for that I'm here. I feel safe. I feel happy that I'm back home. I love Mexico. I love the Mexican people. They're in my heart. I still have a love and passion for them. But at the same time, I have to realize that I have to be vigilant when traveling to other countries, because you just never know what's going to happen, what's going to transpire, and things can be unpredictable, you know, and that's the scary part. In America, we have a sense of security, a sense of stable life, and a sense of just common sense and common decency and morality and happiness. And all I can say is I thank God, like I said once again, that I was born in America, that I'm in America, and I have the opportunity to have a better life than many, many people all over the world. Thank God. Thank God for my dad and mom bringing me here. Because I know if I was in Iraq or Middle East, I wouldn't be as happy as I am here. I cherish our freedom. I cherish our safety, our high standard of living, and our happiness. And I'm glad I'm back home. Will I ever go back to Mexico? Absolutely, but I definitely will be more vigilant and more cognizant of what's going on around me. There's nothing that I could have did in this situation. I did everything that right. I cooperated. I was nice. I answered the questions. I did everything that I could do to get off the hook. And I got lucky. I got lucky. I thank God for that. I know there's God up there watching for me. With that being said, folks, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to wrap this up and get out of here. I know people are going to take this video and they're going to make a YouTube video about it and comment on it like usual. That's fine. I don't really care. But I just wanted to share my experience with you guys. I know it's late at night. That's about it, folks. Have a good night. See you guys later.